That's okay, there's no recording, it's only an audio, so no problems. The text that we are doing, okay? It is a text called Upadesha Sahasri. Upadesha. Upadesha very often is taken as advice. No. In this context of Vedanta, Upadesha is always the teaching. What is being taught. So we have the Upadesha Sahasri. Sahasri meaning 1,000. So very often people will say 1,000 teachings. Let's see what this text has said. Yes, the text is also saying, the translation is saying 1,000 teachings. No. One teaching in 1,000 verses. Okay, one teaching is given in 1,000 verses. Upadesha Sahasri, the Upadesha in 1,000 verses. So this is the text that you have as a cover of that. It has got roughly 1,000 verses, some prose section, some verse section. Out of this, we are doing only one small chapter. Okay, one small chapter. One small chapter is being done. The chapter is about the nature of the Ikshitratva, the witness, you. What is your true nature? So, all this teaching will come under the name Vedanta. The question is, what is Vedanta? Vedanto Nama Upanishad Pramanam. The Upanishads, called Vedanta, is a Pramanam, a means of knowledge. Very often, in those of you who have been reading, listening on the net, etc., Pramanam is translated as authority. It is not authority. Prakaranam Pramanam. Prama means knowledge. Karanam, what causes it? The unique cause for anything is called Karanam. Actually, the word should be Karanam, cause. Karanam is the cause. But a thing can have many Karanams. My favorite example for this. You know, there was a champion called Muhammad Ali. Some of you must have heard. Champion boxer. So his father would say, he is world champion because of me. Why? He was a mischievous boy and I used to whack him good. So because I used to whack him good, he became a good fighter. His mother would say, hey, I fed him well, so he grew up big and strong. These are all vague causes, isn't it? Everyone who gets whacked in childhood doesn't become a world champion boxer. Everyone who's fed well in childhood doesn't go up fit and strong. In fact, they may go obese and pampered. So what is the unique cause? His efforts, his coach and his efforts. So the main cause will be called Karanam. Those of you who are into Sanskrit and want a definition, Asadharanam Karanam, Karanam. The unique cause is called Karanam. Unique cause. Yeah, definitely the father contributed. Definitely the mother contributed. But they were not the main things. Unique was what he did. Yeah. Okay, so the main cause is called Karanam. Karanam is also instrumental. Any instrument is called Karanam. Therefore, you have to look at the contextual meaning, because dhatoho anekartatvat. A dhatu in Sanskrit, a word in Sanskrit, can have more than one meaning. So contextually you have to see it. So here, Pramakaranam, that which gives you knowledge, the unique cause for giving you knowledge, is the Upanishad. And Vedanta is a name given to the Upanishad. So those who have been attending classes and camp, they will know what the meaning of Upanishad is. Upa and Ni are prefixes. Upa meaning near. Another thing. Again, those of you who have been reading, to sit near and study. Narayana, kidhar se aaya? Malum nahi. Upa is near, fair enough. But when you say near, you also always have to give a reference point. No? Supposing I say Dayanand is near. Near what? Near means what? A reference point has to be there. Here, no reference point given. Upa. Near without a reference point will means what? That which can never become far. Why? Dayanand is near the table. Surendran is far. Now Dayanand is near. But Dayanand is far, table is near for me. If I am the reference point. Dayanand is far, table is near. That which can never become far is called the near Upa. What is that? Yourself. You. Can you ever become far? To yourself. Therefore, Upa stands for the self. Upa stands for the self. Ni stands for Nischayatmaka Jnanam, definite, clear-cut knowledge. The self-knowledge. Upani means self-knowledge. Then what is Shad about? Shad? Shad is talking about the result of this knowledge, or what this knowledge can do. Ajnanam nashayati. What else can knowledge do? Destroy ignorance. So one of the meanings of Shad is nashanam. What nashanam? Ajnanam. Anartha vratan visharati. It wears out karma and etc. All the karma and all the issues that you have, it wears it out. Third meaning is gamanam. It takes you. Where can knowledge take you? To yourself. Brahma gamayati. Brahmatmana gamayati. This is Upanishad. This is meaning of the word Upanishad. Why is it called Vedanta? End portion of the Vedas. Not end of the Vedas, etc. Not end of knowledge, etc. Those are all kalpita meanings, imagined meanings. Why is the positional name important? Because the Veda is a mighty thing. Huge. And divided into two sections. There are two analyses of the Vedas. The first analysis is called, the first portion analysis is called Purva Mimamsa. The later section analysis is called Uttara Mimamsa. Mimamsa meaning analysis. Uttara Mimamsa was done by Vyasa, available as Brahma Sutras. Vaisheshika, Vyasa Sutras, Vyasa Sutrani, Sharirika Sutrani, these are all the names given. This is Uttara Mimamsa. Purva Mimamsa, the job was given to Vyasa's student called Jaimini. They are called Jaimini Sutras. Vyasa's own student. Okay. All this happened in the first Kumbh Mela that was there in the country. First Kumbh Mela? Yeah. That Kumbh Mela lasted for 12 years. Okay. Sometime when I tell the story of Vyasa again, I will elaborate it. But when Vyasa healed Shantanu, the king, and then set up the ashrama in Dharmakshetra, in the land of the Kurus, Kurukshetra. Okay, here is ashrama there. Vyasa ashrama. Scholars from all over the country came there. And there was a lot of debate and discussion which verse should go with which upasana should go with which Veda. All this was elaborately done. Some sort of a reconciliation thing. And the Upanishad section, they were all codified. Okay. The conflicts resolved. There's a big conflict also. Whether Veda is threefold or fourfold. It divided the country at that time. Big conflict among the rishis also. Vyasa's own grandfather, Vasishtha, saying it is only threefold. Whereas Vishwamitra, Mahatarvan, Jabali, etc. saying no, it is fourfold. And it was Vyasa who resolved their conflict. That's why we pray so much, not because he published the Vedas. No publisher is given that type of position. It's only a publisher. So, this analysis, etc., took over a 12-year period where Jaimini wrote the Jaimini Sutras and Vyasa wrote the Brahma Sutras. It was at the end of this gathering that Vyasa, whose name was Krishna Dvipayana, okay, Krishna Dvipayana was his name. Dvipayana because he was born on an island to a fisher girl, an illegitimate child of a rishi. So, in honor of his mother, the name given to him was Dvipayana, the one who was born on an island. Mother was Matsyagandha. From the fisher woman, she became the empress of Bharatavarsha. She married Shantanu. That's another story. So this, he was hailed as Vedavyasa. So now the positional name became important because two sections. Veda with two sections. First section, and this is mapping of your life in terms of priorities. First section dealt with what people usually want. Artha and Kama. The sense of security. You want to feel safe, na? छोटा सा घर चाहिए, भाई. अरे रात को दरवाजा बंद करके सो सकता है. You can close the door in the night and sleep. Na? You need the safety. All I want is a room somewhere. That all I want is a room somewhere is safety. With a box of chocolates to it is Kama. It's an old song like that, no? I think My Fair Lady, Pygmalion, yeah. My Fair Lady. So, security and pleasures. Yeah. Things are not fine as I am. I want this, I want that, I want that. For all this, you need the rule of law. I will become a jungle. Might is right, then no one will get what they want. So the rule of law, a certain trust in functioning with each other. So when you tell me it's raining outside, I don't have to look outside. It's raining outside, I'll trust you enough for that, yaar, come on. So the universal ethics, universal. called dharma. Dharma is more than ethics, but for the time being, at least that much. Dharma also deals with life here and hereafter. Because we don't think life comes to an end with what's happening here. There's a life hereafter. Science has admitted the possibility of 11 dimensions with the bending of space, etc. They talk the possibility of 11 dimensions. We talk about 14 dimensions. That you go after you finish your life here. Abhi nahi ja sakte, okay. So, Dharma deals with that aspect also. Dharma also gives you means and ends to fulfill some of your desires. But those means for fulfilling our desires are supposed to be used in tandem with your worldly actions. You started a business, not doing very well. Someone tells you, oh, do a Lakshmi Kubera Puja. Things will, all obstacles will go, money will start coming in. Okay. Don't have a child, do a Putra Kameshti. Ho jayega. How do you know for sure? Try it out. Samjhi, I don't have a partner in life. Will I have a child? I'm not joking. Someone actually asked me that. Very sweet lady. She asked me that. It's okay now even if I don't really. No. I can't as a teacher belittle that. So a student looking out at the skies. Samji, what are you looking at? The star of Bethlehem. Since I don't see that, you better relate to your husband. In tandem, okay? In tandem. Then it will work out. No, I don't have a partner, I don't want a partner, but I'll do a Putra Kameshti here. What will happen? The kids in the building will start calling you daddy. Or mommy, what will happen? Yeah, you have to give it a chance to work out. No? Yeah. All the good things will come only if you open the door for the things to walk into your life. So, first portion. Then Vedanta forms the last portion. Therefore, it is called Vedanta. Why? 3 Purusharthas, what is desired by you. Artha, Kama, Dharma. The last Purushartha is lying dormant in most people. Many of us are not even aware of it. Many of us function at Dharmartha Kama level only. The last Purushartha is called Moksha. What is Moksha? Moksha means freedom. Freedom from what? Freedom from a state of singlehood. That comes under Kama. Go and get married. Find a partner. Yeah. Or the other way around. I got a very funny message. Swami, please give me your blessings. I want a divorce happening. I am not joking. It is there in my phone. I said, okay, my prayers with you. Okay. You want to do it, do it. Where do I come into the picture? So I advise, go for some counseling, etc. before you take a drastic step. That's sensible. So anyway, so freedom from what? From my existential issues. As a human being, compared to other life forms, we are very self-aware. We all have an idea of who we are. The less you know who you are, you will ask others, who do you think I am? I've seen two people arguing on the road rage. Do you know who I am? I know who I am, that's enough for me. So, we all have, because we are self-aware. Because we are self-aware, we are bound to have a certain self-judgment. Because we are not, in the vision of Vedanta, we are all clouded with some ignorance about what we are. We know we are, but we may not know what we are. This ignorance is common. Why? I put up an ad in the paper. Swami Brahmavidananda Saraswati, traditional contemporary teacher of Vedanta, is giving a series of lectures on who am I. You will find a couple of hundred people coming in listening. There's listening about who they are from me. First time I'm seeing them. First time I'm seeing them and they want to know who I am. What does that show? That everyone is aware that they don't know everything about themselves. There is aspects of you don't know. Everyone is aware of that. That much everyone has. Therefore, I have a certain idea, but I have an idea who I am, which is generally a self-judgment. And we are not very happy with this. Are you really happy with what you have taken yourself to be? I wish I was a little slimmer. I wish I was a little taller. I was a little shorter. No, one lady actually, I'm too tall. Yeah, she's 5 feet 9. She was my student. In India, 5 feet 9 for a girl is really tall. So, you have nothing, the shape of my nose, eyebrows, of course, all of us want to change. Nowadays, I go for a haircut in Bombay, they tell me, "Sab, thoda eyebrow cutting karo." No. Everybody wants to change. We men have an advantage here over the girls, okay? We can restructure our faces with our beards. Jokes apart. Self-judgment, we are not happy with it. And other existential issues. I'm a finite guy. I'm unique. Yeah, we are all unique people. But the more unique you are, the more isolated and lonely you are. Why? Nobody understands you. I'm unique. Many of you will have this problem in your circles because nobody understands why you are going for 4 days for a camp on Vedanta. Holiday, chalo na. You can come for a holiday. Have a break. All the way from UK they have come. From Trinidad, from you. Nobody understands. Isolation, finitude, loneliness. Big human problem today. I have 3,000 friends on Facebook, but I'm lonely. A family is no guarantee for not feeling lonely. You can be right in the midst of family, friends, relatives, and nobody understands you. It's enough for loneliness. Enough to feel lonely. You're different. Enough to feel lonely. These are what you call, and purposelessness. Oh, I forgot that. How? Feeling purposeless in life. Whatever you achieve, how long is it going to last? It's like, if you have seen that movie, didn't like the movie very much, but they had some nice comments in it. What is that movie? The Trojan War, the latest? With Brad Pitt as Achilles? Troy. Yes. Helen of Troy. Yes. Troy. And that movie makes a nice. Achilles goes to his mother. Mother is a goddess. And she tells him, if you don't go for this war, you'll find love. You'll have children who will remember you. And their children will remember you. But after that, you'll be forgotten. Anyone remembers their great-grandfather? Yeah. No. You'll be forgotten. May I achieved a great thing. Forgotten. But if you go for this war, they'll remember you for 1,000 years. But now people are debating whether that is really a battle or whether it was Homer's imagination. Greatest warrior on earth at that time, but he couldn't conquer Troy. Can you see that? There's a certain purposelessness in all our lives. Really? What have we achieved? Swami, I struggled hard. In Bombay, I managed to get 2 flats for both my sons. In Bombay, 2 flats for both, one each for you. That's very good. Calls for a lot of money. This guy came from Chennai to Bombay 30 years back, and he created this out of his own effort. Great. But then, so you must be happy, satisfied. Both my kids are gone abroad, they don't want to come back. They don't want my house. Purposeless, right there. 30 years of effort gone waste. Correct? Right there. If you think about your life, every human being will experience this purposelessness. This is the human issue. This is your existential issue. Freedom from this is called moksha. That other statement that you hear now, your priest saying, somebody has died, your priest will come and do some ritual, say moksha ho gaya. That moksha is just, he has gone on his journey, that's all it means. He's not hanging around somewhere to disturb you. He's gone ahead. And you are also relieved. I mean, you loved your dad alright, you loved your mom alright, but you don't want her hanging around. Yeah, it's a problem. So, this is what is moksha about. Freedom from your existential issues that starts from your very questioning your very self-judgment. That I am this much only. I am like this only. Starts questioning that. And provides that answer to that. To what exactly you are. That body of knowledge is what Vedanta is about. Satisfying the hidden priority in everyone, the need for moksha. That's hidden. Dharmartha kama is available. You are aware of it. Dharma, at least in terms of other people's behavior, you are aware of it. But this, everyone is not aware. So, but you are made aware through public talks, YouTube videos, all this making aware. Subculture books. Jonathan Livingston Seeger. That's trying to make you aware of something more. Siddhartha, Herman Hesse, our time books. Racer's Edge, Somerset Maugham. So there are a lot of these subculture books available. Matrix, a modern movie. All this talks about subculture book, making you aware that something more. Vedanta deals with the issue direct, straight to the heart of the matter. Therefore, it takes some maturity to even come to Vedanta. Maturity is not age driven, okay? You have been having a lot of lifetimes. And a lot of lifetimes you have gained a lot of experiences. Therefore, who is not mature, it is not based on the length of life that you have lived here, this time. As you see, na, North India, both ghat ke pani piya hai. Both ghat ke pani piya hai. I drunk water from a lot of us. I've been there, done that. So now I'm here. So now we are here to study Vedanta. So this is the only issue that Vedanta really deals with. Everything else is optional. Everything else is optional. So directly Vedanta deals with who you are, what you are. So actually moksha is called the Parama Purushartha, your absolute priority. Now a little bit, what do I mean by a priority in life? 100 desires, half a dozen priorities. Like this guy comes and tells, Swami, I want a job. Why? Why do you want a job? Swami, everyone wants a job. No, look at me, I'm jobless. Fakkadu. Rishikesh Fakkadu. I'm a Fakkad from Rishikesh. Staying in a nukkad in Bombay. You need a job. Nukkad means a corner. Street corner, not like that. No, I need some money, some wealth. You want to make some money. I understand. So what happened to job hunting? In hunting and hunting, you can't get jobs. Difficult situation. Just want money, na? You know, that Vada Pav wala in Chambur near the post office? 10,000 rupees profit per day. I'm not joking, this is fact. 10,000 rupees a day profit? Yep. He works only 5 hours. Comes at 4 o'clock, knocks off at 9 o'clock. And hordes of people around him. Yeah, make money. I can't sell vada pav. Why not? You wanted money, na? I mean, a corporate job, you'll be working 10, 12 hours. This guy is working only 5 hours. If it doesn't feel like working today, he can take an off. Doesn't have to go. Nobody to question him. No boss sitting on his head. No juniors to run after. No colleagues to manage. Look at his job. Some hafta to the local cops may be there. That's all. Nothing more than that. And some license he has to renew every 3 years. Nothing else. Great job. Why? Why can't you take it up? No social standing. Okay. So look at it. He wanted a job. His stated intention was a job. But there are so many other things connected to it. No? These are the hidden priorities behind the desire. Social standing. So if you look at huge, you may have 1,000 desires in life. It will boil down to half a dozen priorities. Area of health, emotions, knowledge, spirituality. 4 areas you will find. That's all. So 1,000 desires can be brought down to 10 priorities, max. And those 10 priorities exist because of your sense of finitude and isolation. One desire, moksha. Therefore, it's sensible to live your life by your priorities and seek moksha, that one thing. Because if you get that, everything else is as good as gained. Upanishad says that. Gain this thing, everything else is as good as gained. Because why are you doing all these things? So you can be a happy, fulfilled being. Isn't this at the end of the day, what do you want to be? A happy, fulfilled being. Fine. All is well. That's all that you really want. So get it direct. So when you're going to get it direct, you have to live a life for the next 10 years, whatever. So you live your life by your priorities. बात बन गया, इतना ही बात है. Then you gain self-knowledge, you are fine. समझी, that's fine. Moksha, here I come. किधर है? I'll get it. That's like Hagar the Horrible, the Viking. Early morning. Hagar has got his bag packed and ready. His haversack packers. And his wife is sitting and having a cup of tea. And he tells her, Helga, I'm going on a raid to Europe. The Viking, remember? Norway, Scandinavian country. I'm going on a raid to Europe. Do you want anything from there? Well, if you're going to Paris, you might as well pick up some culture. Out comes the source. Don't worry, baby. If it is there, I will get it for you. So like that, moksha, here I come. It's not something outside that you have to seek. It's something that you discover in yourself. That is the subject matter for Vedanta. There's only one teaching that of self-discovery, of finding yourself as a fulfilled being. That one teaching has been put into 1,000 verses. Shankara was phenomenal. This is by Adi Shankara. In fact, one of his few works that has been authentically recognized by all scholars as his work. Atmabodha, Vajagovindam and all attributed to him, but you highly doubt whether it is his work or not. This Dakshinamurti Stotram, etc., unquestionably Shankara. Okay. And he was phenomenal. Why? He has revealed Vedanta in half a verse. We did that in one camp. No? Ardha shlokena pravakshyami. In half a sloka I will tell you. Yaduktam grantha kotipihi. What is said in thousands of granthas. What is that? Brahma satyam jagan mithya. Brahman is a reality, the world is not. Jivo brahmaeva. The jiva is nothing but Brahma. Even half a sloka he didn't need. Na aparaha, for emphasis. And half a sloka he has revealed the truth. And the same truth is revealed in 1,000 verses. After that, is one section, which is complete by itself. About 15-16 verses, which I have given you all photocopies. We will see that.